is going to be drawn about 3 o'clock. So you've got a little bit longer, so if you want a signed Manchester United shirt, then you can go up to the entry desk and go and get one of those. I know we are getting people into marshalling early, but we are not going to be setting off quite yet. Event 501 is the open male 11 and over 400 metre freestyle. There's 5 heats in that. So this is heat number 1 of event 501, and this is a spot prize heat. We actually can't start until the official time, so that's what it is. What should we do while we're waiting? What do you reckon, anybody? Yeah, people wanting jokes, I can tell. So we'll do that while we're waiting, and then I'll get a signal from the signal people. Amelia, our starter, is going to be asking for some good jokes, I reckon. Let me scroll right down. What do you call a fish who raps? Swim shady. The real swim shady. What is the only way a cheap person will swim? Freestyle. Yeah, I think we're struggling now. I don't think there's many more. Why did the cantaloupe jump into the pool? It wanted to become a watermelon. Sorry. Last one, I promise. Last one for now. My friends and I always travel to swimming together. We carpool. Yeah, never mind. This is now heat number 1, the spot prize heat of event 501, the open male 11 years and over 400 metre freestyle. So we get underway in heat number 1. Got 3 swimmers in this one. All 3 are 11 years old. In lane number 3, Felix Nutter from Burnley BOBCATS. Lane 4 is Callum Chung from Everton. And lane 5 is Oliver Williams from Horwich. 16 lengths of freestyle. Touching quickly there, 39.24 and 39.54. And then Felix at 41.48. So that 100 turn, quarter of the way through this. Lane number 5 over there, Oliver. $150 there. Oliver at 2:07, Callum at 2:09, Felix 2:11, just 2 seconds between each one of them. Still plenty of swimming left in this. So that's 50% the way through. That's 200 meters done. Another 8 to go. Another 8 lengths to go. Oliver's kicking on now. 3:34. $300 meters down. Oliver is at 4:17.57. Callum at 4:23.95. And Felix turns at 4:28.71. 4 lengths remaining after that last turn. This is the last couple of lengths. Oliver turns at 5 minutes. Callum at 5:08 and Felix at 5:14. Do they not understand how important this race is? Come on. Oliver's coming in on this final 15 metres of his 400 freestyle. 11 years old. Let's cheer him in as they come in. It's a long way after a long weekend of racing. 5:42.49 for Oliver over there in lane number 5. Well done. And then Callum comes in strong, 5:50.98. And as Felix goes in, Felix is going to touch at 5:57.91. All of them have beaten their entry times. Well done. Heat number 2. In Heat 2, lane number 1, we have Isaac Horrobin from Wigan Best, 13 years old. Lane 2, Oliver Threlfall, 14 years old from Clitheroe. Lane 3, Freddie Yates from Great Harwood, who is 15. Lane 4, Douglas Jones, 12 years old from Southport. Lane 5, Casey Grimshaw from Wigan Best, 14. William Shears from Preston in lane 6 is also 14. And he turns fastest at 32.02. Lane 7 is Jack Maudsley from Preston, who is 13. And Walter Fisher from Horwich is our youngest swimmer in this heat. He's 11. William is kicking on already, opening up a little bit of a lead from the rest of the pack. His start time was, entry time was 5:18.99. As he hits the 100-metre mark, he is powering along. Turns at 1:07.5. And next to him, Casey Grimshaw turns at 1:12.53, 5 seconds behind William. In a long race like this, though, it's still all to swim for. And I've said it all weekend. Remember, you're swimming against yourself. You're swimming for the time. Unless it's a spot prize heat, and then you're winning, racing to win. William turns at 1:50, 1:44.4. And Casey is 1:51.36, so he's extending his lead to just over 7 seconds, or just under 7 seconds, sorry. The chasing pack are indeed chasing. Second place KC turns now. William is like a young man on a mission. He turns again. 2:21.49. So as he goes past that halfway mark, he's on for a fast time if he continues this pace. A 9-second lead he had on second. He's leaving everything in there. .258.46 at 250. And Casey 3:10.07. You can see he's opened up a strong lead. William is swimming fast. Setting the bar as a 14-year-old from Preston. He passes his teammate Jack Maudsley on the way back in. At 300 metres, he is at 3:35.85. William came in at a time of 5:18.99. And he's swimming very, very fast here. He must have had a good lunch. Not sure what he had to eat, but it was something that was setting him on fire. Turns for his final 50 at 4:12.48. This could be huge for him. As William comes in, if we look at that, keep your eye on that clock. He came in, like I said, at 5:18.99. He's absolutely smashed that, and he finishes in a time of 4:47.66. That is an extremely impressive swim from the young man. He's happy. He's smashing the water. Oh, he's not happy. Maybe he's not. KC comes in, 5:04.96. And then Douglas at 5:16.28. Let's cheer the rest of the swimmers as they're coming in. Well done, swimmers. That was heat number 2. This is heat number 3, which is a spot prize heat. In this third heat of the Open Male 400 Freestyle, lane number 1 is Ethan McCall from Ormskirk. Lane 2 is Ben Bedford from Clitheroe. Lane 3 is Daniel Barton from Wigan Best. Lane 4, Ben Cook from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 5 is Ben Saxby from Ramsbottom. Lane 6 is Dominic Workman from Everton, who turned fastest on that first 50. Lane 7 is Ethan Williams from Great Harwood. And lane 8 is Sebastian Beach, our youngest swimmer in this heat. Sebastian is 11, racing against some 14 and 15-year-olds as well, alongside other 12 and 13-year-olds. He's in lane number 8 from Preston. Lane number 6, Dominic, is still staying strong. He turns fast at 1:03.07. Ben Saxby then turns at 1:04.42. And Daniel turns at 1:05.04 in lane number 3. So there's a race on here, I think. Again, if we were in Blackpool, we'd be saying, this is a race. Again, Dominic turns at 1:37.79. Just behind him, less than 3 seconds behind him, Daniel in lane number 3. And then Ben in lane 5, is in third. Dominic turns there, 2:13.15. Exactly just over 2 seconds behind him is Daniel. And then over just a second behind that is Ben Saxby in lane at number 5. They're not giving this up. We've got some raffle ticket prizes. If you want to get your raffle tickets out ready, I'm going to read these in a moment. At 300 mark, Dominic turns at 3:23.41. He's opened up a bit more of a lead there from Daniel. We've got some raffle ticket prizes. These are yellow numbers: 226, 275, 388, 430, 504, and 552. That's yellow tickets. Blue tickets: 14, 14, 369, 472, 466, 476, 526, 545, 550, and 281. I'll read those again in a moment. And Dominic finishes in a wonderful time, 4:31.61. Great swim, Dominic. Followed by Daniel, 4:36.9. And third in this heat, Ben Saxby, 4:42.85. And Ben Cook, 4:44.26. So we've got some other swimmers coming in. Fifth place in lane number 2 is Ben Bedford in the time of 4:58.58. And then Ethan in lane number 1, 5:08.89. Lane 7, Ethan Williams, 5:18.72. And remember our youngest swimmer over there in heat in lane number 8 is Sebastian from Preston. So we'll cheer him in as he comes in after 16 lengths. He's got 2 more to go as he carries on. Come on, Sebastian. Let's cheer him as he goes. Come on, Sebastian. It's a long way to swim. His final turn, here he goes. He'll probably need all the encouragement he can get. Come on, Sebastian. Well done, young man. Well done. Well done, Sebastian. Heat number 4. In Heat 4, lane number 1 is Matthew Smith from Clitheroe. Lane 2 is Charlie Wilcock from Ramsbottom. Lane 3 is Gabrielle Barnett from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 4 is Freddie Hunter from Preston. Lane 5 is Gordon Ballantyne from Leyland. Lane 6 is Callum Byrne from Southport, and lane 7 is Finley Byrne from Southport. And making up the Southport contingent in this heat is lane number 8, Harrison Dale. Matthew in lane number 1 is leading the way at 1:39.82, but he's not far away from lane 2. Charlie. Just a reminder on these raffle tickets. Yellow 226, 275, 388, 430, 504 and 552. That's yellow. Blue tickets 1414, 369, 472, 466, 476, 526, 545, 550 and 281. I've also got some results from this morning in the boys 50 metre breaststroke, the open male 50 metre breaststroke. 9-year-olds, third place Hendrik Neuvenhuizen, second place Jack Smith, and first place Matthew Williams. 10-year-olds, third place Miles Best of Wigan Best, second place Oliver Clarkson of Clitheroe, and first place Harry Posner. 11-year-olds, third place Luke Birchall from Blackburn, second place Daniel Rajkowski from Leyland, and first place Eric Bow from Everton. In the 12-year-old age group, third place Henry Hodkinson from Leyland Barracudas, second place Logan Byrne from Southport, and first place Jack Calderbank from Chorley Marlins. 13-year-old age group, third place Noah Grace from Wigan Best, second place Harry Davidson from Ormskirk, and first place Finlay Warburton from Leyland Barracudas. 14-year-olds, third place Ben Noakes from Bolton, second place Luke Tong from Wigan, and first place Reese Pownell from Preston. And then in the 15 years and over age group, third place Rigo Horniak from Preston, second place Andrew Clavis from Liverpool Penguins, and first place Joshua Hayes from Wigan Best. Charlie turns fastest, lane number 2, 358.06, followed by Matthew, 402.56. Well done, Charlie, there. 431.61. Matthew, 437.92. And Freddie, 439.41. Good swimming. Heat number 5 is a spot prize heat, and it's the last one in this event. In lane number 1, we have Noah Lyons from Liverpool Penguins. 16 years old, came in with an entry time of 4:43.84. Lane 2 is Henry Holding, once of Burnley Bobcats, now of Wigan Best, at 17 years old, 4:35. Lane 3, turns fastest, is Rigo Horniak, who's 16, from Preston. He came in with a time of 4:30. Lane 5, there's no swimming in lane 4. Lane 5 is Thomas Binns, 16, from Burnley Bobcats. Entry time of 4:25.2. Lane 6 is Oliver Nutter from Burnley Bobcats, 15 years old. Entry time of 4:31.54. Lane 7 is Alex McHugh from Carnforth at 4:37.31. And then we haven't got a swimmer in lane number 8. Rigo maintains that after the 100-metre mark. He's at 59.81, and then Tom is in 1:01 in second place. The question mark is whether this pace can be continued. Anybody who's seen Rigo swim will probably think the answer to that is going to be yes. He's a machine and just keeps on swimming, but Tom will be coming after him, and he certainly will want to catch him there. Less than 2 seconds between first and second, which is Rigo and Tom. Rigo turns at 2:05.7. His lead is slightly increased after that setup. 2:07.92 is Thomas following him. And then Henry, 2:09.9. Rigo turns fast again. Still all to swim for. Rigo turns 3:12.38. Tom 3:14.7. That was a 300 metre mark. There's 100 metres left, 4 lengths to go. Rigo 3:45.30 into the last 50. Tom turns at 3:48.09. This is it now. 50 metres to go. It is. He's going to do what we said he would do. Finishing a time of 4:16.98, Rigo. And Tom in a time of 4:20.41, and then Henry 4:22.27. Oliver 4:30.36. Noah 4:31.49. And then Alex 4:36.11. Good swimming. That concludes event 501. Event number 502, is the female 200 metre freestyle. This is heat number 1, which is a spot prize heat. In lane number 3, we have Amelie Schofield, 9 years old, from Preston, the only 9-year-old competing in this event. Lane 4 is Arla Knox from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Sadie Phillipson from Burnley Bobcats. And lane 6 is Lucy Hindle from Preston. So we've just done the draw for the signed Manchester United shirt. Are we ready for this? Get ready with your tickets for the raffle for signed Man United shirt. The number is 120. 120. Any cheers? Oh yeah, we've got a wave over there. Oh no, they're just waving. Does she won? No, she's just waving at a child. Never mind. She hasn't won. Maybe somebody don't want to admit to winning it. Well done. 120. If you don't want it, don't worry. You can redonate it for next gala. Well done, everybody. Ala's well in the lead in this one, in this heat. Sadie coming second, and then Lucy and Amelie. Remember, Amelie is our youngest swimmer in this. Well done, Ala, 2:59.6. And then Sadie, or Lucy, 3:10.94. Sadie, 3:10.98. And then Amelie, 3:16 dead. Well done, swimmers. Heat number 2. In lane number 1, we have Elsa Thompson from Leyland Barracudas. In lane 2, we have Lucy Mitchell from Preston. Lane 3, Heidi Butterworth from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 4 is Erin Morris from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Lucy Hampton from Ormskirk. Lane 6, Elizabeth Bates from Leyland. Lane 7, Neve Connolly from Leyland. And lane 8 is Lucy Adam, also from Leyland. Got 10-year-olds in lane 4 and lane 7. The rest are 11. Erin entered a time of 2:55.08 in lane number 4. And she is indeed right now in the lead in this heat. In the open male 11 years and over 400 freestyle, the last event, we've got some results. 11-year-old third place, Callum Chung from Everton. Second place, Oliver Williams from Horwich. And first place, Walter Fisher from Horwich. The 12-year-olds, third place, Douglas Jones from Southport. Second place, Gabby O'Barnett from Blackpool. First place, Finlay Byrne from Southport. 13-year-olds, third place, Callum Byrne from Southport. Second place, Ben Saxby from Ramsbottom. First place, Daniel Barton from Wigan Best. In the 14 years age group, third place, Alex McHugh from Clonford. Second, and then joint first, Dominic Workman and Charlie Wilcock, both from Ramsbottom. Time of 4:31.61. Joint first in the 14-year-olds. In the 15 years and over age group, third place went to Henry Holding from Wigan Best. Second place, Thomas Binns from Burnley Bobcats. And first place to Rigor Hornyak from Preston. Erin has touched in a time 2:43.77 to complete her 200 freestyle there. A good 7.5 seconds in front of Lucy in lane 5 and Elsa in lane number 1. Well done, swimmers. Heat number 3. Lane 1 is Lily Marsland from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 2, Laura Jones from Clitheroe. Lane 3, Lucy Foster from Southport. Lane 4, Erin McHugh from Carnforth. Lane 5, Daniela De Silva from Carnforth. Lane 6 is Evie Green from Preston. Lane 7, Molly Conning from Southport. And lane 8 is Eliza Johnson from Blackburn. Lane number 5, Daniela has turned fastest on the first 50, 35.50. Daniela has turned fast there, 1:58.89. And then lane 8, Eliza, is next up. Well done, Daniela, 2:39.41. And then Eliza, 2:39.68. Oh, it's close, that one. And then we've got Lily in lane number 1, who is powering down to finish her final 25 turn. Here she goes. We'll give her a cheer as she comes down here. Come on, Lily. Well done, Lily. Good swimming. Finish it off strong. There we go. Well done. Heat number 4. Lane number 1 is Isabel Owen from Wigan. No swimming lane 2. Lane 3 is Daisy Morgan Hayes from Blackpool. Lane 4 is Millie Rose Jordan from Chorley. Lane 5, Esther Martin from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 6, Effie Laws Dial from Preston, who does turn fastest at 35.64. Lane 7 is Grace Bigger from Bolton. And lane 8 is Violet Cairns from Preston. He's swimming fast. Effie is lane number 6. Is lane 5 going to come and take it on the touch? Ooh! She did. 235.1 Esther. Just on the touch from Effie Losdale. Remember, that's only on the heat. It's about your own time. It's about swimming your own time. Well done, swimmers. Heat number 5. In lane 1 is Caris Bedford from Clitheroe. Lane 2, Georgia Ashton from Wigan Best. Lane 3 is our only 11-year-old in this heat. This is Tallulah Kate from Preston. Lane 4 is Alyssa Dragon from Wigan Best. Lane 5, Amy Lovesy from Clitheroe. Lane 6, Martha MacDonald from Horwich. Lane 7, Harriet Nicholson from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 8 is Sophie Corder from Salford. Everybody's touching all at once, it seems there. Amy turns fastest, 1:14.94, but not far behind her. Caris, 1:15.07. Oh, Alyssa's taking a lead there, 154.94. Looks like there's a battle in lane 3 and lane 4. Her name is Tallulah and then Alyssa. They are on it. Oh, lane number 8 might have something to say. Who's it going to be? Oh, that is close. Lane 4, Alyssa, 234.45. Heat number 6. In heat number 6, lane 1 is Zara Britton from Lancaster. Lane 2 is Paula Zima from Ramsbottom. Lane 3 is Lucy Winter from Preston. Lane 4 is Melina Grace Cormiford from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Imogen Clarkson, who turns fastest, 32.27 from Clitheroe. Lane 6 is Yara Ghazal from Lancaster. Rudely interrupted. We'll start again. Lane 6 is Yara Ghazal from Lancaster. Lane 7 is Layla Newton from Clitheroe. And lane 8 is Emma Coulson from Bolton. Lane number 5 over there, Imogen, is powering, but lane 4, Melina, might have something to say. There's not much between them. It's a good turn there from both girls. The neck and neck again as they come into this final big turn. Look at that, 600 of a second between Melina, who's just taken first from Imogen, who'd been leading up until this point. This is going to be a battle towards the end, and then we've got some others coming in for third and fourth. They're all coming for a time. They're all running around about that 2:30 mark, probably just less than, just over, sorry. Look, there it is. The race is between 4 and 5, lane 4 and 5. Who's going to get it on that stretch? Looks like lane number 4, yeah, Melina Cormiford, 221.35 from Imogen, 221.76 in this heat. Well done, swimmers. Heat 7. In lane number 1 in this heat, we have Scarlett Tushingham from Preston. Lane 2 is Ruby Oldfield from Carnforth. No swimmer in lane 3. Lane 4 is Lucy Charlesworth from Burnley BOBCATS. Lane 5, Anya Jolly from Wigan. Lane 6, Courtney Galloway from Chorley. Lane 7, Layla Dolan from Wigan Best. And lane 8 is Ava Farnworth from Chorley Marlins. Lane number 5 has gone out like a rocket. It's Anya Jolly, who touches at the 100 turn for 109.5. 109.5. And she comes into 150. Anya has got a big lead in this heat. Turns 146.66. After is Ruby Oldfield, and then it's close between the rest of the pack there. But Anya is smashing a time here. She came in with a time of 2:29.74, which she's going to be pushing for to try and get better as she chases those county times perhaps. She's pushing hard, she's trying, she's pushing hard, and she's beat her entry time. Well done, Anya. 2:22.86. 2:22.86. Heat number 8. In lane number 1, we have Erin Fletcher from Leyland. Lane number 2, from Flixton, we have Eleanor Fothergill. Lane 3 is Edith Scanlon from Clitheroe. Lane 4 is Alex Holmes from Clitheroe 2. Lane 5 is Poppy O'Donoghue from Wigan Best. Lane 6, Jessica Taylor, all the way from Ramsbottom. Lane 7, Ella Rice Salisbury from Carnforth. Lane 8 is Holly Bromwell from Wigan Best. Lane number 7, looks like they are, lane 7 and 8 are having a bit of a tussle over there. Who's going to touch first? Well, I think it's lane number 8 at 108.22, but just 300 of a second behind is Ella in lane number 7. I wonder if lane number 4, which is Chloe, might want to be having a little bit of a word. And they turn, 3 of them together. They're pushing each other. Lane 7 and 8 are obviously going at each other. And lane 4 is having it. Lane 4, that's Alex, apologies. Lane 4 indeed has taken a lead, 146.72. She has taken a lead from lane 8, Holly. As they come into a final turn, it is Alex, who does not look like slowing down, but lane 8 is not giving this up. Holly does not want to give this heat up. She's pushing for a time. 2:28.82 was her entry. Keep your eye on the clock. I think lane 8 is going to touch just in front. Yes, she does. 2:24.92. Alex, it's in 2:25, and then Poppy, 2:25.95. Heat number 9 is a spot prize heat. Lane number 1 is Grace Tushingham, 12 years old from Preston. Joined by another 12-year-old from Preston, Alexis Aspin in lane number 2. Lane number 3 is empty. Lane 4 is Chloe Hawksworth from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 5 is Ellie McDermott, 14 from Ormskirk. And then lane 6 is Mia Prickett from Burnley BOBCATS. Nobody in lane number 7. And lane 8 is Lila Cairns from Preston. Chloe turns fastest at 31.24. She's powering in off this up to the 75-metre mark. If we know Mia in lane 6, I don't think she'll let this go without a fight. So the swim here is on. As the 100-metre halfway mark, looks like Chloe is going to be in front. She turns at 105.9, but then Mia is on 106.83. Close the gap a little bit. Lila Cairns over there in lane number 8. Also not out of this. Okay, in the last 50 we've got. Chloe turns at 142.59. Mia is still in this 144.75. So Chloe came in with a time of 221.54 to beat. That's what she's swimming against. And Mia, 223.03 was their entry times. They've got to go some down this final length. As they stretch out this final one, looks like Chloe is going to touch in a time of 218.91 and Mia 220.85, then Ellie 221.43. Heat number 10. Lane 1 is Charlotte Middleton from Leyland. Lane 2 is Shauna Thorburn from Southport. Lane 3 is Sophia Mann from Ramsbottom. Lane 4, Ebony Thorburn from Southport. Lane 5, Caitlin Scare from Southport. Lane 6, Kira McGarry from Burnley. Lane 7, Maisie Geary from Southport. And lane 8, Robin Salis. Kira turns fastest at 30.98 in lane number 6 at the first 50. Kira still remains in the lead, but only just from lane 7. So Kira in lane 6, 106.19, and Maisie 106.56. There's a few that could take this. There's still a lot of swimming to do. We at 125 at 125. Lane 7, Maisie has gone into the lead at 1:42.13 from Kira, 1:42.62. She's powering Maisie into this final turn. She entered at 2:20. This all to swim for down this final length. Not far away now. Put it all in as she gets to the end of a 200 freestyle. I think she's going to do it. She is. She does 2:16.89. Kira a bit behind, but Sophia Mann at 2:18.16. Or Sophia actually took that 2:18.16. Heat number 11 is the final heat in this event. In this final heat of the female 200-metre freestyle here at Burnley Bobcats Last Chance County Qualifiers in the lovely Darwen. Lane number 1 is Elizabeth Adam from Leyland. Lane 2, Joni Dunn from Ormskirk. Lane 3, Caitlin O'Brien from Leyland. Lane 4, Lydia Swindle, who looks like she's going to touch first for the first 50. She's from Wigan. Lane 5 is Kate Roberts from somewhere. She's from Chorley Marlins. Lane 6 is Emily Wade from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 7 is Megan Doherty from Leyland Barracudas. And lane 8 is Evie Sampson from Southport. In lanes 1 and 8, we've got 13-year-olds. That's Elizabeth and Evie. And then we've got some 14, 15, 16 and 20-year-olds in this race. This is a fast race. We've got a disqualification from event 502, heat number 10, lane number 7. Lydia is still in the lead there, pushing fast. In lane number 4, in the middle of our pool. But lane 2 and lane 6 are getting going. That final 50 turn there, Lydia turns at 1:35.05. Lydia came in with a time of 2:08.59. 2:08.59, the fastest female swimmer in this event on entry. So it's no surprise that she's absolutely bossing this. And I know that she's going to want to go under that 2:08.59 mark, which was her marker to come in with. She's got to push it now in this final few lengths here, this final few strokes. Is she going to do it? Is she going to hit it? Yes, she does. 2:07.72. Beats that entry time. Fantastic. And then Joni in lane 2, 2:11.49. Always good to see that. Well done, girls. Event 503 is the open male 100-metre breaststroke. So our next event. Heat number 1 is a spot prize heat. In lane 3 in this first heat is a 9-year-old Jack Smith from Leyland Barracudas with an entry time 2:02 dead. Lane 4 is Sam Harrison. In fact, it's Sunday, so Samuel Harrison, 10 years old from Burnley Bobcats, 1:51.05. And lane 5 is Oliver Malpass, 10 years old from Burnley Bobcats. So the battle of the Bobcats in lane 4 and 5 as it stands. As we come into the 50 turn, Sam is in the lead. He does love the breaststroke and he touches 52.05. as the boys come in and touch with 2 hands on a turn. At the 75-metre mark, Sam is still leading the way, but Oliver is trying to catch him. Sam's coming in strong to finish strong on this. He came in with a time of 1:51.05. He's going to do it again. More PBs this weekend. He did. He just hasn't registered quite yet. 1:48.81. And then Oliver 1:55.07. And another the 9-year-old, Jack Smith, lane 3. He's finishing strong. He does well. And he finishes in 2:07.61. Well done, Sam. You get a spot prize for that one. Heat number 2. Lane number 1. From Preston, we have Charlie Fairclough from Preston. Lane 2 is Zach Ryder from Ashton. Lane 3 is Oliver Sellers from Carnforth. No swim in lane 4. Lane 5 is Faris Amar from Preston. Lane 6 is Harry Loud from Clitheroe. Lane 7 is Starson Butterworth from Ramsbottom. All of our swimmers in this heat are 10 years old. So it's swim for. There might be some medals to swim for perhaps as well. Lane number 3 is Oliver, who touches in 49.86. Just got some results from the female 200 metre freestyle as well. 9-year-old age group, first place, gold medal went to Amelie Schofield. 10-year-olds, third place, Isla Knox from Wigan Best. Second place, Neve Connolly from Leyland Barracudas. And first place, Erin Morris. 11-year-olds, third place, Erin McHugh. Second place, Eliza Johnson. First place, Tallulah Kay. 12-year-old age group, third place was Eleanor Fothergill. Second place, Alexis Aspin. First place, Imogen Clarkson. And in the 13-year-old age group, third place, Robin Salis. Second place, Evie Sampson. And first place, Elizabeth Adam. Oliver touches 1:44.28. Well done, Faris. Heat number 3 is a spot prize heat. In lane number 1 is Flynn Robinson from Southport. Lane 2, Tom Jones from Clitheroe. Lane 3, Sebastian Beats from Preston. Lane 4 is Albert Robinson from Ramsbottom. Lane 5 is Daniel Rakowski from Leyland. Lane 6 is Reuben Schofield from Preston. Lane 7, Ethan Jennings from Preston. And lane 8, Oliver Clarkson from Clitheroe. Some more results from the girls 200 metre freestyle. 14-year-old age group, third place, Charlotte Middleton. Second place, Kate Roberts. First place, Joni Dunn. And in the 15 years and over age group, third place was Caitlin O'Brien. Second place, Emily Wade, and first place was Lydia Swindle. Ruben is in the lead here in lane number 6, and then lane 5 and lane 4 are having this. Ruben is pushing strong in this final touch and back down the home straight. Ruben came in with a time of 1:40.7. Yeah, so Ruben 1:31.93, and then Daniel 1:35.63, and Albert 1:39.12. Heat number 4. In lane 1, we have Henry Hodkinson from Leyland. Lane 2 is Seth Hamilton from Ashton. Nobody in lane 3. Lane 4 is Archie Lorimer from Clitheroe. Lane 5 is Henry Morgan Hayes from Blackpool. Nobody in lane 6. Lane 7 is Big Bobby Barrett from Burnley Bobcats. And lane 8 is Eric Bow. Lane 4, Archie, turns fastest, 39.95, sorry. Correction, it was Harry Morgan Hayes in lane 5. Lane 4, Archie, 1:24.63. And then Seth in lane 2, 1:26.85. Heat number 5. In lane number 1, we have Isaac Faulkner from Blackburn. No swimmer in lane 2. Lane 3 is Noah Grace from Wigan Best. Lane number 4 is Robin Beaumont-Taylor. Lane 5 is Jamie Wheatman. Lane 6, Jack Coderbank. Lane 7, Albert Hope. Lane 8, Matthew Johnson. All these swimmers were in the 1:25s for their entries. That's what they're going to be aiming to beat. I think every one of them would love to go under 1:25 in this, and they're all pretty much in a line, not far on it. Got 2 disqualifications to announce. In event 503, heat number 3, lane number 3, and event 503, heat number 3, lane number 4. Lane number 5 and lane number 3 are in this. Lane, oh, who's going to touch in front? It's going to be close. Lane number 5, 123.67, but just 400th of a second behind Noah Grace in lane 3. It was a good swim. Heat 6 is a spot prize heat. Lane number 1 is Oliver Carter from Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Finley Warburton from Leyland. Lane 3 is Ben Knox from Bolton. Lane number 4 is in empty lane. Lane 5 is Gordon Ballantyne from Leyland. Lane 6 is Ethan Conroy from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 7, Logan Byrne from Southport. And lane 8 is William Shears from Preston. It's close between lanes 2 and 3, Finley and Ben. 7/100th of a second. Heat number 5, lane number 5 and lane number 2 are pushing. It looks like lane 2 is just leading. It is going to be lane 2, Finley, 1:18.21. Who takes the lead, takes the win there in that heat and gets himself a spot prize. Heat number 7, final heat in this event. In this final heat of the boys 100 metre breaststroke. Lane number 1 is Luke Tong from Wigan. Lane 2 is Hal Shuttleworth from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 3 is Reece Pownell from Preston. Lane 4 is Andrew Clavis from Liverpool. Lane 5 is Rigo Horniak, that man again. It's going to be close on this turn between them two. Lane 5 is Alfie Ardron, all the way from Preston. Lane 7 is Omar Juma from Blackburn, and lane 8 is Alistair Chung from Chadderton. Lane number 4, Andrew Clavis from Liverpool came in with an entry time of 1:13.51. That's what he's pushing for to get down this final length, and he is absolutely going like the clappers. Look at that, he wants that time. He is pushing hard for that 1:13.51. He's going to do it with ease there. 1:09.44. He'll be happy with that. And then Rigo, 1:12.85. Great swimming there. 1:09.44 for Andrew in lane 4. The next event, event 504, is the female 100 metre butterfly. 4 lengths. In this heat number 1, we have 10-year-old Sadie Phillipson from Burnley Bobcats in lane 3. Then we have Daisy Morgan Hayes, 11 years old, from Blackpool Aquatics in lane number 4. In lane 5 is Isla Knox from Wigan Best, who is 10 years old. 4 lanes of fly. I bet they wish they could fly. Hard work this. Daisy turns fastest at 42.06. Blackpool swimmer. Some results from the open male 100 metre breaststroke. 9-year-olds. Jack Smith was the winner in that one. In the 10-year-olds, 3rd place, Flynn Robinson. 2nd place, Oliver Clarkson. 1st place, Ethan Jennings. 11-year-olds, 2nd place, Daniel Rakowski. 1st place, Eric Bow. 12-year-olds, 3rd place, Seth Hamilton. 2nd place, Jack Coderbank. 1st place, Logan Byrne. As Daisy comes in for this final touch, she does it, 134.71. And then Isla, 143.63. And then Sadie is coming down lane number 3. It's hard work this. Come on, cheer her in at the end of it. 155.18. Heat number 2. In heat number 2, lane 1, we have Polly Hargreaves from Preston. Lane 2, Laura Jones from Clitheroe. Lane 3 is Melina Chrysovergis. Lane 4, Molly Ingram. Lane 5 is Isabel Ashurst. Lane 6, Martha Baxter. Lane 7 is Ida Augustine. In the open male 100 breaststroke, 13-year-olds, 3rd place went to Isaac Faulkner, 2nd place Noah Grace, 1st place Finley Warburton, and the 14-year-olds, 3rd place Luke Tongs, 2nd place Ben Noakes, 1st place Reese Pownell. And then on the 15 years and over, 3rd place Alfie Ardron, 2nd place Rigor Hornyak, 1st place that excellent swim from Andrew Clavis. And Ida touches fastest, 121.12, all the way over there in lane number 7. We've got 2 swimmers coming in. The battle here in lane 1 and 2. They're finishing strong. Polly and Laura, well done, ladies. Heat number 3 is a spot prize heat. And they're off. Heat number 3, lane 1, Martha MacDonald from Horwich. Lane 2 is Grace McKenzie from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 3 is Imogen Clarkson from Clitheroe. Lane 4, Neve Whittaker from Burnley Bobcats. Go, Neve! Lane 5, Yara Gazal from Lancaster. Lane 6, Ruby Oldfield from Carnforth. Lane 7 is Isla Assel from Clitheroe. Lane 8, Elsie Kay from Leyland. Imogen Clarkson turns at 35.39. Well done, Imogen, 117.34. And then Elsie, 118.14. Fast heat, that one. Heat number 4. Oh, and they're off again. Heat number 4. Lane 1 is Jessica Cope from Horwich. Lane 2 is Hannah Grundy from Southport. Lane 3 is Megan Ellis from Leyland. Lane 4 is Olivia Ellis from Blackpool. Lane 5 is Yasmin Elliott from Leyland. Lane 6, Courtney Galloway from Chorley. Lane 7, Alicia Riccioppo, sorry if I said that wrong, from Clitheroe. Lane 8, Sophie Willett from Wigan Best. And it's gone out fast. Megan Ellis has touched first at 33.75 for her first 50 on the fly. And she is going. But lane number 4 and lane number 1 have got something to say to that. I think they're going to be wanting to go as it comes into this final turn on the girls 100 metre butterfly. The fastest swimmer went in at 1:17.79 on an entry time. As you come back down this final straight, lane number 3 is going like the clappers. There she goes, Megan. She'll probably enjoy the encouragement, and if we give her a shout and a cheer, she might just get under that pip that she went for. Here she goes. She hits at 1:16.38, and Yasmin 1:17.71. A good swimming, ladies. Heat number 5. In lane 1 from Bolton, we have Naomi Talbot. Lane 2, Lila Cairns from Preston. Lane 3, Hannah Lorimer from Blackburn. Lane number 4 is Amy Roll from Horwich. Lane 5 is Ava Bolton from Chorley Marlins. Lane 6, Eva Turner from Clitheroe. And lane 7 is Isabel Grimble Deston. Nobody in lane number 8. There's a few that could take this, but lane 5 on the turn, or lane 4, sorry, on the turn is Amy, 33.93. They're coming down, and it's close on this final straight here with the last 5 or 6 metres to go. Lane number 4, she wants it, Amy Roll. She's going to come in 1:12.92. Some fast swimming today. Fast swimming. They saved it for the afternoon. They knew. Last chance county qualifiers. Heat number 6 is a spot prize heat. Lane number 1 is Maya Smith from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 2 is Ava Grimshaw from Great Harwood. Lane 3, Abigail Harrison from Ashton. Lane 4 is Hannah O'Brien from Leyland, and she turns fastest. And then second fastest on the turn is Robin Salis from Cornforth. No swim in lane 6. Lane 7 is Elizabeth Adam from Leyland Barracudas. She's had a good event so far. Lane 8 is Lucy Winter. There's a few wanting to win this here, win this heat, get that time, make that spot prize and get those county qualifiers, which I know a lot of these swimmers are really pushing for. You can see it in their faces, they want this. Lane number 4, Hannah, she's going, but lane 3 and lane 2 are having summit. There we go, lane 4 just touches. 1:11.74 is Hannah in lane number 4. Heat number 7 is a final heat in this event. In lane number 1 is birthday girl Kristen Bezic. I've still remembered Preston. Lane number 2 is Megan Doherty from Leyland Barracudas. Lane number 3 is Charlotte Middleton from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 4 is Evie Sampson from Southport. Lane 5, Faith Fellows from Southport. Lane 6, Hannah Lee from Wigan Best. Lane 7, Emily Wade from Leyland Barracudas. And lane 8, Lucy Beasley from Preston. In event 504, heat number 6, lane 3, there's a disqualification. It's close, but Evie Sampson, the Southport swimmer, is, as usual, going very, very strong in her races. Evie is 13, the youngest swimmer in this final heat. She came in with a time of 1:06.1, and she's going to want to go for this, and she's powering. She knows she wants it. You can see it. She really wants it. Is she going to get the... Ooh, just outside, 1:07.16, good swimming. And the rest of the pack have followed well. Look at that, 1:11 for a good number of them there as well. A fantastic swim in heat number 7. Event 505 is the open male 200 metre backstroke. 200 metres, and this is heat number 1. In this heat number 1, Zach Ryder is our Ashton Central swimmer. In lane 3, he's 10 years old. Lane 4, the one and only Miles Best of the Best from Wigan Best. He's 10 years old. And lane 5 is Benjamin Ellis, 9 years old, from Blackpool Aquatics. Miles has set off fast in his first 50. Turns at 47.08. Miles is Not quite a mile in front, but not far. He's doing well. 138.34, just in front of Zach, 141.98, and Benjamin in 145.41. In the female 100-metre butterfly, 10-year-old age group, second place was Sadie Phillipson. First place was Isla Knox. In the 11 years age group, third place Martha Baxter from Wigan. Second place Ida Augustine from Preston. First place Elsie Kay from Leyland. 12-year-olds, third place Olivia Ellis. Second place Imogen Clarkson. First place Eva Turner. 13-year-olds, third place Elizabeth Adams. Second place Robin Salis. And first place Evie Sampson. In the 14-year-olds, third place was Naomi Talbot. Second place Amy Roll. First place Charlotte Middleton. And in the 15 years and over age group, third place was Hannah O'Brien from Leyland Barracudas. Second place, Hannah Lee from Wigan Best. And first place was Faith Fellows from Southport. So Miles goes into his final turn. He's giving it all. He's giving his best. He's miles faster as well. He'll like that one. I know he will when he's listening back later. Miles best, finishing a time of 3:17.31. He'll be happy with that. And then lane number 3 is Zach Ryder, who touches in another time, 3:27.64, and Benjamin 3:31.96. Heat number 2. In event 505, heat number 1, lane number 5 is a disqualification. In this heat, we have Thomas Owens in lane 1 from Leyland, Ethan Jennings from Preston in lane 2. Lane 3 is Oliver Owens from Leyland. Lane 4 is Eric Bow from Everton. Lane 5 is James Boyers from Ashton. Lane 6 is Starson Butterworth from Ramsbottom. And lane 7 is James Hibbard from Preston. Lane 5, James Boyers, is touching first, I think. Oh no, lane 1, Thomas Owens, touched just before. 7/100th of a second. I think there might be some rivalry between lane 1 and lane 3. Just a thought, maybe. Lane 5, James there. He's leading. He turns in 1:26.99. Thomas, the 10-year-old, 1:29.3. He's powering on this backstroke to try and catch up with James. I wonder if Oliver might want to have something to say about that. James is still in the lead at 2:13.06. Thomas is the one who is Owen in the race. Owen in the... No, sorry. Bad. Lane number 5, James. Coming down, powerful, down this final straight. 309.82 was his entry time. He goes under 3 minutes, 2:56.99. And indeed it is Thomas Owens who dips 3:02.26 in lane number 1. Heat number 3 is a spot prize heat. In this race, heat number 3 of the 200-metre open male backstroke, lane 1 is Tom Jones from Clitheroe. Lane 2, Theo Paculis from Horwich. Lane 3, Seth Hamilton from Ashton. Lane 4, Walter Fisher from Horwich. Lane 5, Thomas Beasley from Preston. Lane 6, Samuel Higginbottom from Lancaster. Lane 7, Benjamin Bradley from Flixton. And lane 8 is Callum Chung from Everton. Lane 1 is, in first place, is lane 6, Samuel Higginbottom from Lancaster, one of our 11-year-olds in this heat. Just a big thank you to our viewers on YouTube. We've currently got, right now, 151 live viewers. There's been a good few thousand people viewing it over the weekend. I'm sure there'll be some reruns when people are watching for their times later on as well. Thank you for joining us. On that turn, Seth is in the lead, 125.24. Seth is still in lead there at 209.26 in lane number 3. In this final... Well, in this bit, it looks like they're going fast anyway. Lane number 3 is Seth. I love the encouragement. Come on, this is good. Lane 3 as he dips. Seth, 251.56. He definitely wanted them marshmallows. I am sure of it. Heat number 4. Good underwater work there in heat number 4. Lane 1 is Lucas Cook from Preston, followed by his teammate Jack Maudsley. Lane number 2 also from Preston. Lane 3 is Mr. Oliver Threlfall from Clitheroe. Lane 4 is Casey Grimshaw from Wigan. Lane 5 is Michael Zwarden from Burnley BOBCATS. Lane 6 is Douglas Jones from Southport. And 7, Charlie Fairclough from Preston. And lane 8 is Logan Evans from Blackpool Aquatics. KC from Wigan is turning fast on that one pull that he's allowed on his turn, and he does good underwater work as he comes up above the flags. 37.4. Michael wants to catch him. 38.61. He's determined, Michael, in lane number 5. Well, lane number 3 and lane 2, sorry, is also going to have something to say, I think, as the turn. Jack. KC is up there, and Michael is trying to push on him, as is lane number 2, Jack. Casey, our swimmer from Wigan Best, 14 years old, came in with a time of 2:42.7 as he turns here. Long, nice stroke, comes up just over the flags, just as he should, and then lanes 2 and 5, which is Michael and Jack. Not much between them. Casey's lead is significant, 1:58.71. And Jack and Michael are battling it out for second place here. Consistent stroke pattern. Heads back, arm straight over, they turn and pull. Big kick off the wall. Casey here is swimming fast. Here he is. Touches at 2:37.48. And then Michael 2:43.5 and Jack 2:45.5. We'll cheer lane number 7, Charlie in. 200 backstroke. After a long weekend, is no mean feat. Let's give him a big cheer. Charlie from Preston, 10 years old, one of our younger swimmers in this. Well done, buddy. Good lad. Heat number 5. Lane 1 is Caleb Gowanlock. Lane 2 is Ben Bedford. Lane 3, Luca Mann. Lane 4 is Joseph Ball. Lane 5 is Archie Lorimer. Lane 6 is Gordon Ballantyne. No swimmer in lane 7. And over there in lane 8 is Ben Noakes. Lane 3 and 4 have set off fast. That's Luca and Joseph. Luca is from Preston. He's from Ramsbottom. 16 years old, 2:35.40 for his entry time. Joseph in lane 4 is 15, 2:30.12 from Preston. He's 15. The rhymes go back almost in unison. Ben. There we go. Joseph turns fastest, lane number 4. 1:11.03, but not much in it. 1:11.39. Luca's just behind him. Lane 4, Joseph has stretched out a lead, 1:48.84. He knows it's business time now as he comes into this, his final turn. Not quite, nearly. Here he is. He's powering now. Look at that water. He is going through it like knife through butter. He's having a ball. Look at that. 2:23.68. And in lane 3, Luca, 2:29.99. Archie, 2:31.51. Our next heat, heat number 6, is a spot prize heat. In this spot prize heat, Southport swimming lane 1, that's Harrison Dale. Lane number 2 is a Bobcats on his home territory, Lewis Clayton, Burnley Bobcats. Lane 3 is another Bobcat, Thomas Binns. Lane 4 is Hayden Saul from Preston. Lane 5, Joshua Hayes from Wigan. Lane 6 is Isaac Shaw from Preston. Lane 7, Finley Byrne from Southport. Lane 8, Alex McHugh. Joshua Hayes turns fastest in 31.91, but he's not much in front of Hayden Saul. 31.93, 200ths of a second. And they are powering down as they make another turn. Looks like lane number 4 has turned that around, and Hayden Saul is in the lead. .105.94. Hayden has taken a lead, and then he's just in front of Joshua. Oh, they are turning together there. Look at that. 1400th of a second. There we go. Let's go. Joshua and Hayden. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to make it my own catchphrase. He's nicked it from Blackpool, but I'm going to nick it back. This is a race. And lane number 5. Joshua has heard it. He heard that it's a race. And look at him go now. Powered down that final 25 and dips in at 2:17.59. Hayden, 2:19.41. Joshua's waiting for that spot prize, I'm sure. That concludes event 505. We're now moving on to event 506, which is the female 50-metre backstroke. This is heat number 1. Lane number 1 is Clara Moore from Preston. Lane 2 is Chloe Gardner from Blackburn. Lane 3 is Sophie McCall from Great Harwood. Lane 4 is Yvette Scroogeras from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 5, Emmeline Andrew from Ramsbottom. Lane 6, Martha Chapman from Leyland Barracudas. And lane 7, Charlotte Doyle from Southport. Over there in lane number 6, it looks like at the moment, is Martha Chapman. And she takes it in a time of 43.83 from Emmeline, who is 44.38. Heat number 2, thanks for your patience. This is a spot prize heat. Lane number 1 is Amalie Schofield. Lane 2, Sophie Rawlinson. Lane 3, Eloise Triana. Lane 4, Lila Burgess. Lane 5, Elizabeth Lee. Lane 6, Martha Whitaker. Lane 7, Villa Horniak. And lane 8, Phoebe Evans. Looks like it's a race between lane 3 and lane 7. Lane 3 takes it, Eloise, 45.28. Heat number 3. Heat number 3 has Rose Alcock in lane number 1. Lane number 2 is Sadie Phillipson. Lane 3 is Elodie Cairns. Lane 4, Heidi Butterworth. Lane 5 is Lucy Adam. Lane 6 is Elizabeth Bates. Lane 7, Lucy Hindle. Lane 8, Katrine Pollard. Results from the 200 backstroke for the open male. 9-year-olds Benjamin Ellis. 10-year-olds, 3rd place, Starson Butterworth. 2nd place, Thomas Owens. 1st place, Logan Evans. Heidi, lane number 4, 41.51. Heat number 4 has Lily Marsland in lane 1, Olivia Hood in lane 2, Evelyn Hanna in lane 3, Iman Karawa from Blackburn lane 4, Polly Hargreaves lane 5, Ophelia Farnworth lane 6, Frankie Davis lane 7, and Katie Hargreaves lane 8. Some more results: 11-year-olds open male 200 backstroke. 3rd place James Boyers, 2nd place Callum Chung, 1st place Samuel Higginbottom. 12-year-olds, 3rd place Seth Hamilton, 2nd place Douglas Jones, 1st place Finley Byrne. Powering in here is lane number 6, which is Ophelia. Well done, Ophelia, 38.61. This Heat 5 is a spot prize heat. Lane 1, Faye Dickin. Lane 2, Molly Ingram. Lane 3, Charlotte Cook. Lane 4, Grace Bigger. Lane 5, Molly Conning. Lane 6, Emily Seddon. Lane 7, Sophie Corder. Lane 8, Laura Jones. A disqualification in event 506, heat number 2, lane number 1. We also have some results from the open male 200 backstroke to finish. 13-year-old, 3rd place, Michaels Varden. 2nd place, Caleb Gowanlock. 1st place, Harrison Dale. This is close between lane 7 and lane 5. Who wants it? Who's going to get it? Lane 7, Sophie, 39.73. Don't matter if you hit it with your head. Well done, Sophie, 39.73, just in front of Molly. She won the spot prize. Heat number 6. First place is Isabella Owen. First lane, sorry, is Isabella Owen. 2nd, lane 2, Willow Thompson. Lane 3, Evie Green. Lane 4, Neve Connolly. Lane 5, Lucy Hampton. Lane 6, Lexi Nuvenhusen. Lane 7, Erin McHugh. Lane 8, Annabelle Woodruff. Final results in the open male 200 backstroke, 14-year-old age group. Third place, Archie Lorimer. Second place, Alex McHugh. First place, Isaac Shaw. And 15 years and over, third place, Thomas Binns. Second place, Hayden Soul. First place, Joshua Hayes. It's close, but it looks like it's going to be a touch for, yes, lane 5, Lucy Hampton, 38.5. Just an announcement as this next heat is getting underway. In a top visiting club stakes, there are just 13 points between 3 clubs, 1, 2 and 3, all to swim for. This is heat number 7. Lane 1 is Alicia Foxwell. Lane 2, Melina Chrisovergis. Lane 3, Olivia Cutter. Lane 4, Martha Baxter. Lane 5, Grace Daniels. Lane 6, Isabel Ashurst. Lane 7, Seren Haynes. Lane 8, Sophia Westhead. Looks like lane number 8, Sophia, is in the lead as it stands. But lane number 2 might just take it. Yeah, lane number 2. And then lane 1 came second. Lane 2 was Melina. Well done, safe boat swimmer. Heat 8 is a spot prize heat. In heat 8, the spot prize heat, lane 1 is Eleanor Fothergill. Lane 2, Amy Loves It. Lane 3, Effie Loves Dyer. Lane 4, Lucy Foster. Lane 5, Erin Morris. Lane 6, Eliza Johnson. Lane 7, Harriet Nicholson. And lane 8, Isabel Eccleston. They're the best of friends in 7 and 8, but it looks like there's going to be a rivalry on this one. Isabel has the roundabout there, but it looks like lane number 2 is in the lead. Amy Loves It. Amy Loves It takes it in 35.65, and then Irene 37.17, and Isabel 38.25. Heat number 9. In lane 1, we have Casey Jack. Lane 2, we have Georgia May Jones. Nobody in lane 3 or 4. Lane 5 is Haddie Evans. Lane 6 is Georgia Ashton. Nobody in lane 7. Lane 8 is Daniela da Silva. This is close. Who's going to take this one? I have not got a clue. Looks like it's going to be lane number 2, I think. Georgie May. She touches in a time of 37.68. 37.68. We must have a lot of spot prizes left because you guessed it. Heat number 10 is a spot prize heat. Heat number 10, lane 1 is Grace McKenzie. Lane 2, Naomi Talbot. Lane 3, Lucy Charlesoff. Lane 4, Ruby Oldfield. Lane 5 is Alexia Callan. Lane 6, Madison Davis. Lane 7, Millie Jordan. Lane 8, Isla Assel. They turn quick. They're going to want to go some in this one. They're going to be wanting to go under 37 if they can. It's going to be a big ask for some of these. Come on. Big kick, big arms. Here we go. Who's going to touch? It's going to be on the touch. It's going to be very, very close. But it is lane number 6, 36.36. It's Madison. Takes that heat and a spot prize. Heat number 11. Lane 1, Lila Cairns. Lane 2, Asha Chowdhury. Lane 3, Yara Ghazal. Lane 4 is Jessica Cope. Lane 5, Caris Bedford. Lane 6, Yasmin Elliott. Lane 7, Charlotte Lingard. Lane 8, Olivia Plews. Come on, there's some encouragement going here. This is tight. Look at, they're almost in a line. This could go all the way to the wire. Who's going to touch first? It looks like lane number 2. Asha is stretching. Lovely, lovely stroke. 34.54, Asha. Well done indeed. In heat number 12, in lane 1, we have Zara Britton. Lane 2, Teresa Lynn Ballas. Lane 3, Elsie Kerr. Lane 4, Ava Bolton. Lane 5, Holly Shearer. Lane 6, Caroline Bennett. Lane 7, Layla Newton. Nobody in lane 8. Again, as expected, there is not much between these, but it could be lane number 2 or lane number 5, it looks like. Lane 5, I think he's going to lead this now, but lane 2 is coming fast. Is she going to take it, Teresa, lane 2, or is it going to be lane 5? It's close, it's going to be close. Lane 2, 35.35, and then 2 at 35.91, lane 5 and lane 6. Heat 13 is Ida Augustine. Lane 1, sorry. Lane 2 is Alexis Aspin. Lane 3, Neve Whittaker. Go Neve. Lane 4, Megan Templeton. Lane 5 is Lottie Williams. Nobody in lane 6. Lane 7 is Eva Turner. Lane 7, Holly Bromwell. Lane 7 and lane 5. Lane 8, who's going to take it? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to touch it. Who's going to touch first? Lane number 5, 34.82. 34.82. Heat 14 is a spot prize heat. I think everybody's decided to go home early, so we've only got lane 1, Mia Robinson. Lane 2, Faith Fellows. Nobody in lane 3 or 4. Lane 5, Elizabeth Lyons. Lane 6, Emma Coulson. Lane 7, Isabella Grimble-Deston. Lane 8, Edith Scanlon. Lane 5, Elizabeth is powering. Here she goes. Look at that. Lovely stroke. She hits in a time of 33.65. Spot prize for her there. This is heat 15. Lane number 1 is Ella Rice Salesbury. Lane 2, Hannah Lormer. Lane 3 is Abigail Harrison. Lane 4, Shauna Thorburn. Lane 5, Sophie Lee. Lane 6, Poppy O'Donoghue. Nobody in lane 7. Lane 8 is Megan Ellis. In lane 1 is Elizabeth Adam from Leyland. Lane 2, Ava Grimshaw from Great Harwood. Lane 3, Samantha Westhead from Wigan Best. Lane 4 is Caitlin O'Brien from Leyland. Lane 6, Sophia Mann from Ramsbottom. Lane 6 is Caitlin Scaife from Southport. Lane 7, Hannah Grundy from Southport. And lane 8 is Maya Smith from Burnley Bobcats. The race is in the middle. 3 lanes. Oh, I don't know who's going to take this, but I think it's going to be lane number 4 just. Yes, Caitlin, 32.9 took that. Caitlin, well done. The final heat in this event is a spot prize heat, and it's heat number 17. In lane number 1, we have Hannah Lee. Lane 2, Hannah O'Brien. Lane 3, Ebony Thorburn. Lane 4, Kate Roberts. Lane 5, Lucy Beasley. Lane 6, Mia Prickett. Lane 7, Lucy Winter. And lane 8 is Megan Doherty. In this final heat, lane number 4, Kate Roberts, is the youngest swimmer in this heat, and she is leading. She's pulling away as well. She's going super fast. Where's she going to hit? What's she going to land on? She's going to land on 31.27. 31.27. What a swim. Well done there, ladies. We're coming up to, well, this is our final event. Event 507 is the open male 50 metre freestyle. This is heat number 1, sorry. In this race, we've just got 2 swimmers. It definitely is now the battle of the world's longest names. Here we go. Lane number 3 is Hendrik Nuvenhuizen. Lane number 5 is Eli Grimble-Deston. These 2 9-year-olds are powering it out. Their last race of the day, and they are going to want to go. It looks like lane number 3, Hendrik, is powering. He came in with a time of 47. He's going to smash that. 47 is nowhere near good enough for this young man. He just takes it at 42.76. Well done, Hendrik. And then Eli comes in at 47.3. Heat number 2 is a spot prize heat. Lane number 1, Finley Crosdale. That's lane 2, sorry. Lane 3, Bobby Watkins. Lane 4, Benjamin Ellis. Lane 5, Zach Ryder. Lane 6, Jack Smith. Lane 7, Ollie Winter. These boys are going to want to finish strong for today. Just lining up for his final race is in lane 8 is Samuel Harrison, who's 11 tomorrow. He's going to celebrate with a win, I'm sure. Here we go, lane number 7. Looks like Ollie's going to touch first. Yes, he does. 39.1 just from lane 2, Finley. Heat number 3. Heat 3, lane 1 is Ferris Amar. Lane 3 is Elliot Philbin. Lane 3, there's nobody in. Lane 4 is James Hibbard. Lane 5, Charlie Hope. Lane 6, Charlie Fairclough. Lane 7, Sebastian Beach. And lane 8, birthday boy tomorrow, Sam Harrison. So results from the 50-metre backstroke female. 9-year-olds, 3rd place, Rose Alcock. 2nd place, Martha Chapman. 1st place, Frankie Davis. And then 10-year-olds, 3rd place, Olivia Hood. 2nd place, Neve Connolly. 1st place, Erin Morris. This is a swim. Here we go. Lane number 5. Yes, Charlie, 36.48. We have got a disqualification. Event 507, heat number 2, lane number 3. Heat 4. Lane 1, Henry Wilkes. Lane 2, Harrison Edgar. Lane 3, Miles Hartley. Lane 4 is Flynn Robinson. Nobody in lane 5. Lane 6 is William Chambers. Lane 7 is Thomas Linton. And there he is again. Lane number 8, the best of the best, Miles Best. Got some results for you in the 11-year-old female backstroke. 50-metre backstroke. 3rd place, Ida Augustine. 2nd place, LCK. 1st place, Madison Davis as they come back up into here. This is lane number 2, takes it, Harrison. 34.92. Heat 5 is a spot prize heat. Lane 1 is Eric Bow. Lane 2, Oliver Clarkson. Lane 3 is Logan Monis-Good. Lane 4 is Joseph Monk. Lane 5 is Felix Nutter. Lane 6, Jack Howard. Lane 7, James Rolls Coulthard. Lane 8 is James Boyers. Nobody in lane 6, actually. 12-year-olds, 3rd place in the 50-metre backstroke girls. Caroline Bennett. 2nd place, Eva Turner. 1st place, Mia Robinson. 13-year-olds, 3rd place was Holly Bromwell. 2nd place, Elizabeth Adam. 1st place, Sophie Lee. Lane number 7, James takes it, yes, 32.04 to take the spot prize. Heat number 6. Heat 6, lane 1 is Logan Evans. Lane 2, Ethan Pryor. Lane 3, Thomas Woodruff. Lane 4, Walter Fisher. Lane 5, Luke Birchall. Lane 6, Elliot Wilcott. Lane 7, Theo Paculis. Lane 8, Ethan Dwyer. Final results in the girls' 50-metre backstroke. 14-year-olds. Third place, Ella Rice Salesby. Second place, Caitlin Scaife. First place, Kate Roberts. And the 15-year-olds, third place, Ebony Thorburn. Second place, Mia Prickett. First place, Lucy Beasley. Yes, lane number 6, Elliot, 33.02. Lane 6, 33.02. It's a big PB. Heat number 7. Lane 1 is Matthew Bates. Lane 2, Oliver Williams. Lane 3, Callum Chung. Lane 4, Casey Grimshaw. Lane 5, Dylan Zagaret. Lane 6 is Samuel Higginbottom. Lane 7, Taylor Turner. Lane 8, Thomas Beasley. Just another shout out birthday today, Amelia Pierce. She can't be with us, but she'll be watching online at Burnley Bobcat. Amelia Pierce, she's 11 today. Happy birthday, Amelia, all from all of us at Bobcats. As Casey powers it in, lane number 4. He has not messed about all weekend. 32.35. Good swim, young man. Heat number 8. Lane 1 is Ruben Schofield. Nobody in lane 2. Lane 3 is Albert Robinson. Lane 4, Tom Jones. Lane 5, Benjamin Bradley. Lane 6, there he is again, Big Bobby Barrett. Lane 7, Lucas Cook. Lane 8, Alfie Liptrot. Oh, it's going to be there, lane number 8, I think. It is Alfie there, 31.9. He came in at 33.61, that lad. Good swimming. Heat number 9 is a spot prize heat. Lane 1 is Ethan Sapasso. Lane 2 is Free. Lane 3, Zach Jones. Lane 4 is Freddie Yates. Lane 5, Oliver Threlford. Lane 6 is William Moore. Lane 7, George Bentley. Lane 8 is Harry Morgan Hayes. Lane 7, Harry is off like a rocket. He wants to do something here. Oh, it's George in lane 7. Lane 7, George. Here he goes. He's pushing for something here, it looks like. Yes, and he's gone under 30, 29.86. I think he'll be happy. 29.86 even. Some swimming that. Heat number 10. Lane number 1 in heat number 10 is Henry Hodkinson. Lane 2, Noah Grace. Nobody's in lane 3. Lane 4 is Gabriel Barnett. Lane 5, Matthew Johnson. Lane 6, Michael Zvorden. Lane 7, Finley Warburton. Lane 8, Isaac Faulkner. They're going. Lane number 4. Looks like he's leading here. That's Gabriel all the way from Blackpool. He knows this is a race. 29.49. The hat's off, the goggles off, he means business. Spot prize on heat number 11. Heat 11. Lane 1 is Stephen Bennett. Lane 2 is Harrison Dale. Lane 3 is Robin Beaumont-Taylor. Lane 4 is Firebomi Shadipo. Lane 5 is Jack Calderbank. Lane 6, Michael Meadows-Dixon. Lane 7, Hal Shuttleworth. Lane 8 is George Wilby. And there's some power going in lane number 8. Look at George go. He wants something here. Lane 8, you watch that clock. 27.8. 27.8. I'm surprised there's not a pull slap there for that one. Heat number 12. Lane 1 is Caber Gowanlock. Lane 2 is Jamie Wheatman. Lane 3, Thomas Sherwin. Lane 4, Ethan Williams. Lane 5, Albert Hope. Lane 6, Jay Ashton. Lane 7, George Burton. Lane 8, Kieran Hartley. And they look at them, they're almost in a line. You could draw a ruler on that almost. Here we go, lane number 4 looks like he wants it. It could be on the touch. I don't know. Lane 3, is he going to take it? I think he is. Lane number 3, it is Thomas Sherwin. 29.18. 29.18. That is Thomas in lane number 3. Another spot prize is Heat 13. Lane 1 is Sebastian Horwood, nobody in lane 2. Lane 3 is Freddie Hunter. Lane 4, Omar Juma. Lane 5 is Harry Beaumont. Lane 6, Ewan Saunders. Lane 7, Gordon Ballantyne. Lane 8, Isaac Peake. They're up and I've not even finished listing the names. Lane number 5, Harry is powering, but lane 3 wants something to say about it. Freddie, it's going to be between lane 5 and 3, but I think 3 tipped it. 27.60 for the Marshmallows. Heat number 14. We get underway in Heat 14. Lane number 1 is Oliver Williams. Lane 2, Freddie Staunton. Lane 3, Matthew Smith. Lane 4, Luke Tong. Lane 5, Joseph Paul. Lane 6, Isaac Shaw. Lane 7, Daniel Saunders. Lane 8, Callum Byrne. And lane 3 is up fast, Matthew Smith, but so is lane 5. Lane 5, Joseph Paul. He is going like they're clappers. What is going on? What has he had for breakfast and lunch and probably tea? He touches it at 26.8. We've got a disqualification, 507 event, Heat 13, lane number 6. This is Heat number 15. In lane number 1, we have Lewis Clayton. Lane 2, Alex McHugh. Lane 3, Joe Parkinson. Lane 4, Dominic Workman. Lane 5, Andrew Clavis is not here. But lane 6 he's Oliver Nutter. Lane 7, Harry Woods. Lane 8 is Jacob Birchall. And they're off and they're off. What is going on? Lane 6, he is smashing it. Oliver wants to prove a point here. He is, and he's smashing it. Lane number 6, Oliver, he's going to touch first. Yes, he is. 27 dead. 27 dead. Well done, Oliver. Heat 16 is our final heat, and it's a spot prize, and it's a final one of the whole weekend. Lane 1 is Charlie Wilcott. Lane 2, Joseph Pete. Nobody in lane 3. Lane 4 is Daniel Ainsworth. Lane 5 is Rigo Hunyai. Lane 6, Luca Mann. Lane 7, Reece Powell. Lane 8, Alfie Ardren. And here we go in this final race of the weekend. Lane number 4, he wants this. Daniel Ainsworth. He came in at 24.5. Is he going to beat it? He might. Just not, he's just outside it, 25.01, and Rigo, 25.56. We have had some fantastic swimming, none better than that final heat. Ladies and gents, it has been an absolute pleasure having you at the Last Chance County Qualifiers today. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you if you joined us on YouTube. Thank you to our coaches, swimmers, clubs, and our officials. We're going to announce our leading visiting club. That's what I was about to say, the winning visiting club. A couple of minutes time, we're going to find that out. It was very close, not so long back. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate your time. We'll see you back in March. Got another gala in March. Hopefully my voice will be back and I won't be sweating as much. But it has been lovely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I weren't allowed to tell this joke, but I'm going to tell it because it's the end of it now. They sack me, what are they going to do? Here we go. Why do squirrels swim on the back? To keep the nuts dry. Have that one. Have that one. Happy weekend. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're almost there, ready with the best visiting club. I'm going to read these out to us, and they're going to be presented with the wonderful, oh, it's a fancy trophy, this bad boy, it's glass. Don't smash it, Nick.
Well, if you want to go from third to first.
So in third place with 980 points is Wigan Best. And separating second and first are just 3 points over the whole weekend. Second place was 996 and winning was 999. We'll call that an emergency. Second place was Leyland Barracudas. First place visiting club is Preston. Well done, Preston. You can come and collect your trophy. Well done, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you back very soon. Safe travels home. Thank you very much.